takes on the Alligators. I wonder how this one's gonna go. Flipside Tactics, MOUSESPORTS, bringing us in for our third match of the day. And Lawler, I wonder if we're expecting to see a whole sweep Sunday.
You know, Europe's a weird one. We get a bunch of odd results, and I think this is kind of one that's going to be the most odd out of any of them. If somehow Mouse was to sweep or otherwise, I think Flipside has a pretty good chance. The guys at the desk are pretty convinced that Flipside the better team here, and I can't really doubt them. That seems
to be so. Prediction meta in EU is much different than prediction meta in NA. The desk agrees on EU days, then they're right. When they're split, like we just found out, unfortunately, we end up wrong.
It happens, man, but that's not the point. The point is we get some good Rocket League about to go down. These guys trying to play for some important things. As they said, to wrap it all up, Flipside needs to win to stay in potential top 2. As for Mouse, trying to win so they can go top 6, but also play spoiler if they get the sweep.
Game 1, Flipside Tactics versus MOUSESPORTS. Flipside on the upswing while Mouse is on the downswing. We'll see if they can change that momentum in this best-of-5 series. The final week of league play, it all comes down to this. Cooks here already starting to lead the attack for the Flipside Tactics squad. Skyline gonna interrupt any kind of offense they could have created there. Cooks and Yukio to move that upfield as Mystic goes for the first attack. Yet again stopped and cleared by Skyline. Skyline shot on net. What? On the goal line. How did that stay out? I don't even know what I just witnessed. Right? What? That was nuts. On the goal line. Flipside almost giving up a goal there. And somehow converted. Yukio gonna grab game number 1's first goal.
I don't know how they don't get scored on after it hits every post like 40,000 times.
Accurate count.
But then they bring it back downfield and put a shot on net. Not contested at all. It doesn't make sense. Happy Europe Day, everybody. Oh my. Okay.
Ooh, almost a kickoff goal. For MOUSESPORTS. They're gonna try again. Skyline putting that completely the wrong way, and his teammates are gonna have to try to rush back to their end before Flipside takes control of that. Cucks here. Oh my goodness! The bump for Flipside Tactics, and they're up 2 goals now. What a heads-up play from Mystic.
Just under pressure, they're trying to throw the ball out into the midfield. Unfortunately, it lands in the front, right to Flipside, but even better yet, Mystic's still on that back wall. You saw it, you called it out. He removes the defender and makes it real easy.
Last week, we saw Mystic getting super involved on the offense, mostly with passes, but now he's getting physical. That upswing is still up for sure for Flipside. Up by 2 goals now in game number 1, only a minute and a half in. MOUSESPORTS playing from behind. We'll see if they can create an attack here. A demo in front of the net should buy him some scoring chances here. No follow-up from Skyline, and Cuxer will just wait patiently to get that past him. The last defender, Alex, though, will stop the Flipside attack. Yukio just putting pressure on at midfield. Lost all of his boost, though. Alex hoping to recuperate, but again, touch up front. No one over Flipside. Where'd they go? They all scattered. Not expecting a shot there from Alex, or a pass from Alex. And there's Tigray with a goal.
No, just an immediate pass out. Alex did a great job of shutting down Cookser's clear. Already sitting on that side wall, but what was kind of unexpected was the ability to just immediately pass it out rather than slamming it back into the corner. Plays it in the midfield, and they get a goal, bringing it back within 1.
They're trying for another now off the kickoff. Momentum already in their favor as they get down and deep into the Flipside Tactics side. A lot of these touches looking like mistouches, but turning into passes. MOUSESPORTS can't find scoring chance there. Alex will try to pass the Skyline, intercepted by Yukio. Flipside can't get possession. Cooks here trying to now. Yukio backing off from that demo. Skyline got away from it. Off the backboard, a clear by MOUSESPORTS. Alex, the last alone. He's not going to be able to get him in time, and Mystic's going to put a third goal in.
The story for Flipside has been everybody needs to help out Cookser, and he has nothing to really do with this play. Yukio plays it across. Mystic gets up first. Good to see from them relieving some of the pressure from their captain. Well, actually, technically, Mystic's the captain, I think, on the score sheet. So, I take it back. Either way, Cookser's been playing really well. Getting help. They're continuing that on from last week.
And that's what the desk said they needed. Flipside needs everyone to get involved, and that's precisely what they're doing, helping Cookser out, making sure that even when he's not there, they can score. MOUSESPORTS being on the receiving end of that, though, and drop down, as you said, an incredible pass, and MOUSESPORTS going to get a nice one on the board for themselves.
Achieves mentioned on the desk, he's a little worried. What happens if you give Tigre space? But it doesn't matter when it's created like that. What a pass straight down. And again, a quick response from Mouse, bringing them back within one.
Man, I think we've only seen maybe one fairly average goal so far in this series. Both teams popping off with great plays. Now we only have a 1-goal difference between Flipside and MOUSESPORTS. Pass down to Cooks here. There it is. The defenders don't get there in time. Flipside Tactics regain that 2-goal lead.
The man does not miss. A beautiful pass from Mystic, delaying it a little bit. He's sitting there with 2 defenders in net, and he's just simply thinking, okay, I need to find a way to draw one of these guys out. How do I do it? So he buys that little bit of time, so Cookser gets in the exact right spot and then hits him right on target. Really well done by Mystic there. But again, giving it to Cookser. That boy, 32% shooting accuracy, and you can see why.
Yeah, he's up so quick. Mystic chasing down that defender off this next kickoff here, and Cookser couldn't find the net, but Mystic will keep the pressure on. Alex, good touch to keep it away from the first attacker, but as we just said, Cookser so fast into the air, grabs that away.
I mean, you just see how many people on defense are overlapping. Both Skylon and Alex in that corner needing boost desperately. Unfortunately for them, only one can get it, and then the pop-up just, it centers it again for the other team. They need to find a way to clear it to the side or downfield better, because you can tell Flipside's just sitting there waiting, ready to attack.
Almost looking like a Cloud9 offense there. Pure aggression in MOUSESPORTS. Can't get to the ball in time. They're behind by 3 goals with a final minute of gameplay in game number 1. Boy, has this been an exciting match so far. Yukio should have that towards the net, but he opts for a pass instead. Alex caught out of the play, and Mystic putting in a 6th.
I mean, Flipside's spacing has just been impeccable so far this series. The ability to cover everywhere on the field, no matter what happens, someone's waiting. And you've got to give credit to Yukio so far. His involvement hasn't been the most noticeable, but he's genuinely always in the right spot.
40 seconds left. Should be safe to say that MOUSESPORTS gonna have to walk away with the L on this one, but it doesn't mean they have to walk away without any pride. They got 2 on the board, and they might be able to get a 3rd in the last 30 seconds just to walk them into the next match with some momentum.
Might be taking Gibbs' advice a little bit too much to heart.
And it's a drastic goal differential at the beginning here.
Well, my question isn't how well they do it in game 1. It's a matter of can they carry out and finish the series. Flipside has had some really strong performances, also been able to do it from behind.
We'll see. It doesn't look like they're giving up, though. They carried on their play into the very last seconds of game number 1, but Flipside Tactics, of course, will take it with a 4-goal lead, 6-2 over MOUSESPORTS. And MOUSESPORTS will have to try to do something to stop this just aggressive offense. Two-man aggressive offense.
Though. You look at Flipside, Cookser has a hat trick, no assists, no saves. You look at his teammates, everything, saves, assists, goals, shots. Like, they're doing what you want Flipside to do. Allow Cookser to just use that crazy savant-like mind, sit back and just observe everything, and then be where it needs to put in a goal.
He's that filler, that glue that, okay, you guys can work your magic upfield, but when you're gone, put me up solo, boys. I'm going to get some work done here. 3 goals, as you said, to himself, and that offense have just been just a 2-man powerhouse. 2 people are up from Flipside Tactics. The aggression, the speed, whether it was Cookser, whether it was Mystic, they were there so fast to read any passes or any backboard touches that MOUSESPORTS couldn't even think about reacting to. So now they're going to have to know that that's going to come into game number 2, and they have to get to those balls a lot quicker on defense.
Also credit to the flip side on defense. There's a couple times specifically where Cookser recognizes, like, I don't have much boost. My teammates are not in a good position. I'm going to delay this flick and clear it a little bit later. That's when Mouse really needs to be attacking, though. Someone needs to challenge that in the way. It's just they're having a very difficult time rotating out or being ready for that counterattack that's coming from flip side. Times they do get options on offense, they've looked great. I mean, every play is being assisted. The goals on target have been from crazy passes. They have the means to do it. We've seen what they can do in week 1, but ever since that moment, they've fallen flat here.
Well, we'll find out game number 2. Flipside Tactics versus MOUSESPORTS. MOUSESPORTS losing 6-2 in game number 1, but they did get a pretty nice goal themselves. An incredible pass from Tigre. We'll see if they get involved with that team play coming into game 2. Flipside working that physical play, as you said early on. Smart play from Skyline to get it past 1, but Mystic, the quick aggression, keeps it away. And now we have Alex and Mystic to fight. Cooks are getting involved as well.
Looks like they wanted to go for a pinch there. Good stop by Mouse.
A great touch there by Yukio to give Cuxer possession. He moves upfield to keep that one going down. And then straight into the net he goes to take out 2 players. But Cuxer backed off, knowing that there was no scoring chance on that one.
One of the best defenders in the game making a smart decision. Rather than forcing that, if he does get a touch on that anyway, all that's going to happen is he's going to launch it into the corner and give away possession. Better off for him to conserve that boost, just get back, and then wait for the attack. They hold off well, but Mouse still on offense. Can't find the back of the net, but they are starting to apply some pressure.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, they had the attack. Skyline was in a spot for a pass, but was blocked out by the defender, and they weren't ready for that ball as it went back to the corner, and it turns around to the other end of the field, and just like that, Cuxer is going to get a touch off of the crossbar and into the net.
Unfortunate at this level of play, you don't have the ability to sit and think about it. You have to go up for that. The play initially coming from Yukio. He does get a lucky touch as that comes down off the ceiling and pinches back in. Alex on the near post, he has to go up. He has to do something there.
I want to say, like, that was a calculated thing. The Cuxer put it off the crossbar on purpose because he's that good.
Or was it just speculation? I'm not going to go with it until he tells me.
That's fair. Now, Flipside Tactics up by 1 goal against MOUSESPORTS in game 2. Not the drastic goal difference we saw in the first game. MOUSESPORTS holding off. Still no goal for themselves. Flipside on the attack. Mystic out to center. Yukio there, blocked by Skyline. Tigre expecting aggression. Just touches that one. Skyline towards the net. Will he have a chance? He does get that one past. A 50-50 in his favor, and they're on the board.
Seeing Alex as well. He's still on field. He gets a bump and a demo to open it up. Even still, Flipside manages to get players back, but the positioning from Skyline to force it through. Alex leads the charge. The rest follow suit. Tied back up by Mouse. They've been able to pretty much respond, but then Flipside blew it wide open.
We saw Alex last week on offense getting one of the craziest passes, and he's doing it again, this time with a demo and a bump. This man knows how to set up plays. See if they can do another one. Skyline with an air dribble. Easy save for Mystic. Follow-up for Mystic. Keep that one away from Alex. Tigre on defense. We'll have to do something. Buy some time for teammates.
Great follow-up. He had a player waiting in the wing, too. Recognizes it, so he uses that extra boost to push it past. Allows his teammate to get that clear.
Cuxer off the backboard. Second touch.
He doesn't miss!
Cuxer, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty sure he's 100% so far in this series. What a touch from Cuxer over the top of an approaching Skyline. Follows it up and puts it home. A confident Cuxer going into the World Championship if they qualify. Watch out, everybody.
He's a maniac. Doing it by himself. Flipside now up by 2 goals. Or 1 goal, sorry. They have 2 goals. MOUSESPORTS did answer the first one. We'll see if they can answer the second one. Placement to the far side, stopped by Cuxer and Mystic. They'll spread out, knowing that they were both kind of on each other's wheels there. High shot from Yukio. We got a mid-game Mystic. trying for a chance. MOUSESPORTS lose possession in their own end. The pressure just one by one. Great read from Cookser, knowing exactly where that would drop. He's in the right spot to keep the pressure on finally. MOUSESPORTS break out of their own end. Tigre solo. Trying to get a play, he's got a teammate down. Can Alex hit the shot, but Cookser yet again with an incredible read. Stops off that offense from MOUSESPORTS.
Mouse handled that defense really well. Unfortunate mistake saved by Tigre.
An incredible save there as Flipside sends everything to try to get a third goal. Final minute of gameplay now, and MOUSESPORTS keeps themselves at one goal, but almost given a chance there for Flipside. Tigre steals that one away yet again. Alex getting the read, the 50 to the corner. Skyline by himself. Tigre and Alex back on defense. We'll try to keep that one up into the Flipside side. Skyline to center. No one there to help him out. Mystic will just keep it to the corner. Alex, the center. Soft touch by Skyline. Won't be enough power to get it past the defender. Flipside on defense right now. We do see MOUSESPORTS generating some attacks, but they are being thwarted by the Flipside defense. 15 seconds left. They need a goal to tie this one up, or they'll find themselves at match point. Cooks here. Solo's gonna kill as much time as possible. Gets it past one, not the second, but he's already killed about 5 seconds off the clock. And now MOUSESPORTS, one final chance here. We'll see if Flipside can drop it down. Tigre, right up to Skyline. Skyline to center that one. Alex keeps that one alive. Tigre doesn't know what he should do. Yukio's gonna send that one deep down into MOUSESPORTS' end, and that will finally touch the ground. A valiant last attempt there for MOUSESPORTS, but it was not enough. But they definitely held off the scoring that we saw in game number one.
Held off the scoring, but with that many shots, 8 total for Flipside. Makes it really tough. Big benefit to Flipside, though, is the way they go about challenging. A lot of the times when they are making those plays, it's with purpose. They're not just going to challenge because they can. The ability to back off, retain boost, and then come back in has made a big difference for them. You can tell Mouse is under pressure, especially when they were on that offense. I was tracking the boost and trying to figure out, okay, who's getting what, how are they getting denied, what's going on, and they actually managed to maintain 100 boost at any given time. They actually rotated the 10-second respawn perfectly. And because of that, they had enough to break downfield and then apply that pressure back. So they are handling it well. They're dealing with it, but a lot of it is because of the way Flipside isn't pressuring that. They're giving them the space to do it.
Well, they had the pressure. 6 shots. You said 8 for Flipside, but it was 6 for MOUSESPORTS. They still had offense, especially at the end there. You saw it. Tigre has just been massive. Alex as well, even though he had a low score line.
Play was nutty.
Alex, he's setting up a lot of plays. He's making sure he's getting into the faces of Flipside tactics, saying, we're here, we're present, we can get dirty too. Bumps, demos, whatever it is. It just wasn't enough to convert fully to a win, but only a 1-goal difference. MOUSESPORTS is looking a lot better than they did in the first one.
I mean, that's the scary thing, right? Is you get a bump play, you get a demo on another player, and Flipside still manages to get someone back in time to make a save on that play that he should have been able to just dribble in. So the only goal you get is from a heroic play and then a solo play afterwards. Something's got to change. The pass plays have been there. They just need to find a way to mix them in because their possession game has been very much so lacking. They need to find a way to hold on, get a couple consecutive touches again. See if they can stop Flipside because there has been a couple commits. Saw another one there.
Game number 3, though, Flipside tactics sitting at match point. MOUSESPORTS putting on that early aggression, though. We've seen 2 sweeps today in EU, and MOUSESPORTS is saying, we don't want to be the third. There it is, good spread out. Formations from MOUSESPORTS as they keep on that early aggression. Eventually, it will end up in their own end. Tigre needs to touch this one, otherwise Yukio had a chance to put Skyline at pressure. Oh, chance here. Yukio coming in hot, though. Will he finish it? He has Mystic, but he puts it a little bit too far to that left side. Mystic will have to back off Skyline. Flopping around.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, though, right? Mystic sees that's not a good chance for me. Nothing's going to happen. He's willingly giving away possession so he can put himself in a better position to attack. So smart.
The issue, though,
on Flipside's doing it,
is that Skyline didn't realize that and ended up pressuring when he didn't need to and lost possession.
I mean, it could be a totally different game if they recognize what FLIPSID's doing. They can punish that so quickly.
Oh, double tap chance here. A little bit wide. Tigre didn't have enough boost to get to the other side. Almost had a chance for Skyline. Alex now here. We know he can set up plays, and he tries to. Great pass attempt to that infield. FLIPSID been on the back heel for a while now.
Everybody's just super low on boost. Mystic, I think, is the only one above 80 right now.
Mystic puts that one in front of the net. Skyline puts that down off that corner off the backboard. And Alex probably had a net to shoot out there, but he puts it high. Skyline hit again. Each of them taking turns. We need to see Alex up there setting up some plays. Finally, Chance Cooks here, reads that one, sets it down into the orange side. MOUSESPORTS now might have to deal with an attack from FLIPSID. There it is. Shot right on net. Saved out. Alex gets credit. The two defenders had gone for it. Far clear down to Mystic from Cooks here. What a shot from Mystic. They need one chance. That's all it takes, and they can convert to a goal.
Essentially on defense for 2 minutes straight. Mouse gets nothing. All it takes is a pass up and back out, and Mystic puts a beautiful shot top right. And the same story we saw in game 1 and game 2. All it takes is for one for FLIPSID to open the door, and then the rest start coming. But Mouse has bounced back. They've been able to do it a couple times.
They have, and we'll see if they can here. They get a demo and a 50-50 in their favor. Alex sends it out to Tigre, but Tigre gets stopped by Mystic. Cooks here to move that one up to Mystic. That's a dangerous duo on offense. 50-50 neutral. A shot high, Alex saved it. Follow up by Cooks here, also saved, this time by Tigre. Now, Skyline and Alex with a chance to move downfield as FLIPSID tries to recuperate. Their stop. Doink up. Cooks here takes that one. And now, a chance to move downfield, but it was stopped. Oh, from nowhere, Skyline catches an off-guard defensive FLIPSID, and they tie it up.
Just good aggressive play from Tigre. He puts himself in a beautiful position to cut that down. There's two players moving up on the right side of FLIPSID, and he's not able to get to a pass to his teammate in time, so Tigre just runs right through the middle and then sets it back inside for his teammate. Good response from them again. They just haven't been able to close out. Obviously, important stuff for FLIPSID, still trying to stay alive in that top 2 race. Sweep here would be crucial.
What a drop down. No one there to follow it up, though. Mystic backs off and just try to keep the pressure on, at least for FLIPSID tactics. And it's doing just well right now. Oh, Skyline's in net. MOUSESPORTS defense looking ready for an attack. They don't have to worry about that. They move it down to the other end of the field. There's an attack. Cooks here, stopped by Skyline. That ball goes flying. Alex is gonna have to try to set something up here to break out of their own end. Final 30 seconds of gameplay now. FLIPSID Tactics just needs one goal to win this whole series. And that'll guarantee them a spot in the top 2, or give them a chance, sorry, in the top 2.
Keeps their hopes alive.
Guarantees their chance to have a chance in the top 2.
They need to win so they can continue to play in the top 2. That is what is happening.
Yes.
Making their lives easier, Lee. Unlike everybody else you just talked to.
Off the backboard, Tigre is going to try to set it down. Almost puts it into the hands of FLIPSID, but we got overtime. Now FLIPSID looking for one goal.
Mouse doing a good job. Said they've been able to bounce back. The best they've looked so far. The pressure's been there. As for them, they're just trying to clinch a top 6 spot with a victory.
But they got a long battle ahead of them if they're looking to do that. Being down 2 in the series, they got a reverse sweep they got to look at, and they're trying to start it in overtime. So they go on the attack. They can't find anything. Yuki at midfield should be able to pick this one up, but Alex out of nowhere stops that. There's Skyline putting that towards the net, sends it high. Mystic has a chance to clear it away, puts it in front of the net though, and forces Cooks here to make a save. Alex, a smart turn on that, took a shot. Now FLIPSID down the other end, off the roof, self-pass. Cooks here gets worried seeing him doing those because you know he can make those. But MOUSESPORTS stops it out.
Saw him make so many important moves last season. How clutch he's been.
Oh,
can he do it again? No, he misses wide.
Uncharacteristically, Cooks here puts that a little bit too far off the left post, and MOUSESPORTS stays alive in the series. Probably so happy off of that one, knowing that they're still in the game, but they got to keep their heads in it right now as FLIPSID tries to keep in another attack. Yukio taken off the field will be a breakout chance for MOUSESPORTS. Off the backboard, Skyline opts to head out. So you know FLIPSID would take control of that. Cooks here a center, but it goes to Skyline. He clears that one hard. No follow-up from MOUSESPORTS, and a clear right back down into MOUSESPORTS end from FLIPSID will happen.
Back and forth, these guys try not to make any mistakes. FLIPSID had a chance to put it away. Cookser just could have nailed that shot like he has every single other one.
That's in front of the net though. Cookser gets bumped by his own teammate, and Alex is gonna sneak right in there to send it home, and they keep their dreams alive.
Just mistakes on defense. Mystic comes across, but a beautiful challenge by Skyline to deny the clear, and then they all trample over each other. Mouse stays alive, but now they gotta face match point here on out. Not an easy situation to overcome, but this is a step in the right direction.
Hey, I gotta say, right now MOUSESPORTS is looking solid. Their offense has stepped it up. They're not committing too much. What we've seen before sometimes from them was a little bit too much aggression. They get a little antsy on offense, and they just put too many people up, and they give up open goals on the other end. They're not doing that right now. You see it so much from every single one of them. All three of them, Skyline, Alex, and Tigray, are understanding that this is a chance for FLIPSID to make a counterattack. We know they can do it quick. They have already done it in the series. We need to get back, and they're stopping those chances now. And MOUSESPORTS is creating their own chances. Not too many of them, but they're creating those chances on offense to score.
Yeah, it's not that they're doing anything too creative or anything like those bumps or demos plays to open things up. But I do think they have realized, okay, FLIPSID's going to play a little bit more passive. They're backing off on some of these challenges. And rather than us just committing to that, we should then also take that time to get in a better position to make sure that we can shut it down. And you saw that. I mean, the couple of goals that they did get was just from good positioning and cutting off a clear or something simple to set up the teammates for the follow-up. So they're doing the right thing. They're making the changes.
Yeah,
now FLIPSID's turn.
I mean, one of the big things at this level is to understand when a mistake happens and be able to punish it. If you can punish mistakes, you're going to almost 100% get a goal, and that's exactly what Alex did. The second the FLIPSID made a mistake, Alex is there to punish it. He's just been great on offense, whether it's setting plays up or now getting a goal for the team, recognizing when he needs to do something. Alex has been doing pretty good for his team.
Well, we're not going to have 3 sweeps here on your update. Mouse deciding they want to show up when it matters most.
I mean, that's a good time to show up.
Win here, they clinch top 6, so see what they can do. The offense starting to look a little bit better. As for FLIPSID, mistakes on defense need to be cleaned up, and hopefully Cookser's not thinking about that one goal. Could have ended it all.
Game number 4. We have FLIPSID still at match point. MOUSESPORTS taking one back, a shot on net, stopped. MOUSESPORTS looking for this reverse sweep. They're starting it off pretty good. But now a turnaround. FLIPSID tactics. Looking for a chance, looking for the early goal. They'll back off. They're way too spread out to create anything. Ceiling reset there from Mystic, but put the ball a little bit too far out of his reach. His boys will recuperate at midfield. Yukio. Pass out to center. Cookser up for that, but that one was sent deep down to the other end. Tigray ready, but Mystic was as well. And he gets to that ball first.
Just lacking a lot of boost. Not a whole lot he can do in that scenario.
Yukio getting in the way there, preventing MOUSESPORTS from breaking past midfield. Ball in front of the net, Yukio too far to the left. They'll try again.
A little greedy by Cookser. Trying to get that angle, not an easy one.
Yeah.
He had 2 players out, could have just passed that back across and probably would have had a teammate there to finish it off.
Tigray just making sure he gets over to the other side of the boost there, knowing Cookser was going to steal it. These boys know what FLIPSID is trying to do now, and that's what you said they needed to do, is figure out what FLIPSID's doing and stop it, and they're aware.
just tell and how the challenges are happening now.
Good patience there from Alex. He needs to get up there first, so Tigre is going to take his place. Put some pressure on, making sure Flipside's on the back heel, but a possession giveaway from Skyline is going to allow Yukio to send that down into MOUSESPORTS end. Straight shot on net, easy save. Skyline, no follow-up. Mystic will be able to keep that ball in the orange end just for a little bit longer. Whether that turns into a scoring chance or not, we'll find out. Looks like not. Mystic trying for a follow-up, at least just getting in the way, prevents MOUSESPORTS from pushing that ball further down into Flipside's end. Skyline to Alex. Alex with a miss. That chance will die out. Flipside recuperated on defense. Will push that one to midfield. Cox to push it down into the orange end. 2 minutes left now, no goals scored. We keep seeing with every game, Flipside score less and less goals. I'm wondering if this is the one where they'll score none.
Well, they did get 2 the last 2 games. Or 1, no, they got, yeah, 6-2 and then 1, that's right.
Yep.
All right, my own handwriting is terrible. But back and forth, I mean, a lot of it just has to do with making changes in a shot. What was that?
Upfield, MOUSESPORTS creeping in, 1, 2, 3, all getting involved. A beautiful play, clean, nothing else to say.
We saw it earlier in the series. The passes were there, just not enough creativity behind them. It was too easy for Flipside to save. When you get everybody involved and you go back and forth across the field, it's a great way to do it. But now it's up to Flipside to respond. The first time they've been behind so far in this series.
Fastest way to move it upfield is with each other, and MOUSESPORTS do exactly that, grabbing the first goal, 1:25 left. We'll see if Flipside can answer now. They're on the attack. Tigre just pushing it aside in case someone was there. Cooks her up, he's got a net to shoot at, double tap! He's done it before and he does it again. Cooks her to tie it up. Flipside tactics on the board.
You have to give credit though to Mystic. That challenge was perfect. Going up on that corner on that back wall to deny any touch out. It pinches and sets it up lofted, slow enough for Cookser. I thought he was gonna go for the shot initially, but then a double touch instead. The guy's a monster, but still tie game. 1:05 left.
Cookser is so good. Now MOUSESPORTS staying alive. They're on match point. Good block there from Mystic. Getting his body in the way.
And instead of going for the ball, he just went for the guy up in the air and hit him out of the way.
It worked. He was going for a double tap. Now he can't. Good back pass with Tigre. A little bit too fast. Sends it to the corner.
Great clear.
Skyline forced to put it away. Alex just covering the angles. Now no one's in net though. Skyline somehow recovering. Keeps that one away. Great save for MOUSESPORTS and they'll stay alive in this. Tigre shot on net. Wide though. MOUSESPORTS still with possession. We'll see if they can do anything out of it. Alex trying to set up a play. He buys enough time for Skyline to get in. There's Tigre in the air. Flipside looking for possession. They can't find it. Skyline off the backboard. Mystic is there to greet it. The pressure's still on for MOUSESPORTS, but they do that thing where they all commit. And now they have to just drop it down. Flipside in front of the net, a chance. Taken away now. Tigre being very careful, drops it down. Smart play from him, and now we have another overtime.
Last overtime, it went in favor of Mouse. Can they do it again? This Flipside is on match point. They're trying to close it out, give themselves a chance into top 2.
Pass to center, Alex, a shot off the crossbar. An incredible play for Alex and MOUSESPORTS, bringing it to game 5.
From one side of the field to the other, what a pass set up by Tigre. Bar down and in. That is now 2 overtimes. Mouse has been able to clutch it, and we go to game 5.
Bar down ski, baby. MOUSESPORTS in style. Keep themselves alive, and you gotta be they gotta be feeling themselves right now.
Sure, they are ecstatic about that performance. Again, able to hold the Flipside only to 1. Yukio quiet that game. He was a huge proponent in last week. I've talked on it. It was said, hey, man, he needs to step up because of him relieving some of that pressure, it allowed Mystic to play the fastest recovery I've ever seen him had, and they just dominated with that offense. But it seems like Mouse is starting to figure it out. They're not challenging kind of carelessly. They're backing off a little bit. But the pressure, when they want to apply it, it is definitely there.
Oh, absolutely. And this is something that we haven't really seen. One time, at the end there, I want to mention it, I've seen them send too many people past midfield. That one time, and thankfully for them, it didn't almost turn into a goal for FLIPSID.
Part of the reason I think they did that is like they're willing to take the risk. They're like, we know there's only so many seconds left. Just send everybody. Apply all this pressure. Maybe we can get one away. Yeah. Risky, but I respect it.
Especially when you're not up by a goal. But they haven't been doing that. They've been playing it very smart. They know what FLIPSID is looking for, and they've now just adopted, or not adopted, but thwarted anything that FLIPSID is trying to do right now.
In case, even though you didn't say the right word,
I didn't use any of the right words.
They could have adopted it, though. It looks like they're just doing what FLIPSID did, but better now.
Yeah.
They're playing a little bit more passive. They're applying that good aggression when
This is our week 1 MOUSESPORTS that was able to take the toss to a 6-minute overtime.
Hey, man, it's good to have them back. I'm loving it. Game 5 here, you guys. Everything on the line. Let's see who comes out on top.
FLIPSID Tactics, MOUSESPORTS. FLIPSID looking to just keep their chances of a top 2 alive. MOUSESPORTS playing for that top 6 clinch. Lots on the line here. FLIPSID is going to have to make some changes, losing 2 in a row now to MOUSESPORTS. They can't find any offense early on in this 5th game. MOUSESPORTS with possession. We'll see if they can move it up the field. Alex, 50, a win in his favor. He'll get it past Mystic, but we'll get touched back by Cooks here. Up to Mystic. MOUSESPORTS, though, not allowing FLIPSID to move past that midfield. A lot of good midfield pressure here from MOUSESPORTS. Cooks here at least gets boosts. He should be able to follow this one up from Yukio. He does, a 50. Down to Cooks. Mystic a little bit too far up, though. It was almost a breakout chance. Minute passed by, no goals for either team. What a save! T-Gray out of the play for a while. Alex and Skyline have to be careful. They have the full force of FLIPSID coming at him, but Alex instantly buying a lot of time for his teammates.
He does get a demo off screen, relieves some of that pressure that was coming in. Still manages to have quite a bit of boost afterwards too, to make that play in midfield, but no follow-up from FLIPSID. A lot of these touches just being lofted straight up, expending a ton of boost without moving any ground downfield. Kind of been a problem the last 2 games. Need to clean it up.
Well, FLIPSID's gonna have to look to their first game in this series. Do what they're doing there. They didn't need Cooks here to carry them. All 3 were getting involved, but now it seems to be that's what they're relying on. It's just not working right now with a MOUSESPORTS that's figured out what they're doing. And now FLIPSID trying to finally break out of their own end. Can't get anything to work out. MOUSESPORTS on the attack. T-Gray, not sure what he's going for. It didn't work out either way. 2.5 minutes in, no goals. A chance though for T-Gray, stopped by Cooks here.
Great read by Cooks too, up for that preemptively. Puts himself in front of the net, so if a shot does come in, he's right there.
A lovely header.
Lovely header out indeed, Cooks.
A lovely header. T-Gray. Up for that one, enough boost to get to it and get a pass out to Alex, but it won't be enough to get a goal. Skyline putting the pressure on. Minimal boost on defense for Mouse right now. Alex did get that one, though. That's actually going to be a chance for them. Cooks are the last one on. A pitch going in their favor in front of the net. T-Gray with the follow-up to the far side. Cooks here. We'll keep that one out. We keep that at a 0 scoreline. FLIPSID looking for a play. Not sure what they're going to do, and that's going to end up back down on their own end. I think they need to start taking some boost away from MOUSESPORTS. These guys always seem to have enough to keep that pressure on.
A lot of it's because the touch is outside of their half. Oh, off the crossbar!
So close there for MOUSESPORTS. They weren't able to finish that one off, but they know that they'll get some more chances. They've been on offense for so long now against FLIPSID Tactics.
Touches have just been so poor from FLIPSID these last couple games.
With that final minute of gameplay approaching, they need to fix that. Yukio, double tap!
Yukio!
Woo! What a read for Yukio. FLIPSID putting themselves on the board because of this man.
What a shot from Yukio. Wow.
Bang. That was just straight up beautiful. We've seen so many double taps from FLIPSID's now. FLIPSID tactics. That's incredible.
Still a minute 5 left. It is not over yet. As a pass comes into the middle for Skyline, the shot not there. Just trying to apply any pressure, find something. As a shot on an open net, saved by Yukio. Cook should be able to clear this downfield.
50 seconds left now. Last chance for MOUSESPORTS. They've put on a show for us today. I'm sure they're not ready to be done.
Save.
Mystic with an incredible save, a follow from Tigray, but all three up. We talked about this, now they're getting antsy and a turnaround FLIPSID. That is one thing we needed MOUSESPORTS not to do, and they've gone and done it.
What a save from Mystic. He is being bullied on that back wall. He dodges it, jumps off, makes a save in the middle of the net, and then they bring it downfield. Mouse knows they were behind. They sent everybody, and then they get punished for the thing they get punished the most. Too many up on offense.
And now, FLIPSID, one of the clutchest teams we know, pulling it out right now in game 5. And there's a third goal, running away with it. MOUSESPORTS, 30 seconds left, a chance, but it's getting slim.
I don't think it's possible anymore. Mystic coming across, and then Yukio puts the nail in the coffin. Up by 3, I think they've closed it out. You never know, Leaf, but I'm almost certain that FLIPSID is going to keep their hopes alive for top 2.
This is where you become demoralized as MOUSESPORTS, with so little time left on the board and so many goals in a row. There's not much you can do to keep the mentality hot. Final chance here, and I don't think it's going to happen. 10 seconds left with 3 goals. FLIPSID tactics, as you said, keep their chances of making top 2 alive in the RLCS Season 6, Week 5.
Congrats to FLIPSID, able to hold off on that one, denying the reverse sweep on the FLIPSID.